Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
Monique.
you. Hi, Monique. How long have you been here?
I've been at Newark for about 5, maybe 6 months.
I grew up in a large family, and a large Mexican American family, and it's just everything is about la familia and family. And this is just an extended version of it.
I met her backstage 2019.
Of course we did. So I love those glasses. Those are cool. I love those things.
I know that.
Very well. Thanks for coming. And you know Oscar
I
from...
do. He's a good guy.
Hello.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Gotta love glasses and so on. Well, good luck with everything. So I'll talk to you.
Appreciate it.
Oscar, walking through an airport like this with you, you get stopped literally every 5 feet. Because he knows everybody. He's ready to connect with everybody. So talk about just your personality and how that played into your role as CEO of United.
I don't know if it's a personality as much as it is my upbringing. I grew up in a large family, and a large Mexican American family, and it's just everything's about la familia and family. And this is just an extended version of it. A lot of the people that work at the airport, obviously, we represent every nook and cranny of the planet. So the concept of diversity and inclusion is an issue that we don't even talk about because it is just so diverse.
And you have 8 siblings. You grew up in Mexico, raised by your grandma initially. Talk about kind of those early years. And one of the things in reading your book, some of those bus fares from town to town were too expensive. Talk about that journey.
Well, the early days, I was young, and my maternal grandmother is who I was with. And we would, she didn't have her own home specifically, but we had lots of homes. Back to the family concept, everywhere we went, we always had a place to stay. And we did take buses and trains, and these towns were so small. I remember stopping at the bus, and I always knew that was a little bit of an issue because it's like, oh man, now we got to walk because there was no bus to the actual town we were going to. So we would figure it out. But how it led to this, I can't even tell you. I am so deeply blessed to have found people along the way that have assisted me. A guidance counselor in high school, to many people along the process where they just saw something in me and pushed me just a little harder to do something that I would have never done. I came from a blue-collar family. The concept of college was not something that we had, which is a story that everyone has in America, right? You see that all the time. How mine became a little bit larger than life is purely a function of people around you. You see these people that work at the airline, their pride, their professionalism, and that's what, I guess, back to your question, I can see that in people because I grew up with people like that, hardworking, dedicated, and they just work for a living. They don't have any other agenda other than do a good job and take care of my family.
How you doing?
How are you?
McSherry.
Yeah,
How you doing?
No, I'm doing well.
You now are looking to the future with so many other companies, Archer, Boom. Talk about kind of where you see the future of travel going.
So Boom is supersonic. Everybody remembers the Concorde. The technology to go supersonic in an aircraft obviously exists. To do it in a commercial way that is sustainable, that is comfortable, that of course is fast, manages the noise level that everyone worries about, and the combination of all of those is being built into a new commercial aircraft. It's being built out in Denver, Colorado. The actual product is called Overture inside of Boom, and you're going to start test flying probably next year. So the plane is built, got to get certified, and all those, and that's another thing, so that's an exciting new future which is going to come back.
And then Archer, what does that do? I saw that there's announcements that it's going to help.
So Jetsons is the best way to describe it. If anybody's watched the cartoon Jetsons and all the flying cars, it is that concept. So it looks like a plane. It has propellers that move it forward, but it also has propellers that lift you. So it's vertical takeoff and landing. So like a helicopter, but this is not a helicopter. So you're able to vertical takeoff and landing. First of all, eVTOL so it's electric. So again, 100% sustainable. It has short range, but the initial usage is probably easiest for all of us to understand is the transit from an inner city to an airport. We want to make this truly available to all people. Where are you guys headed today?
We're going to Japan with our children.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
What part of Japan? Just Tokyo or Hokkaido?
Tokyo, we're gonna go.
Well, it's really nice to see you being out here.
Big fan.
And huge fan.
At the end of the day, allow yourself to allow people to be able to influence the things you do and say, because that makes a difference in what you do, and then broadly how you treat others and how you involve them makes a really big difference. So, and now in my post-career sort of life, you give back, and so boards are wonderful, philanthropies, think tanks, giving back in communities. I have so many different interests in the areas, and it's so fun and exciting to be able to do those things and help others.